At about 6:14 now, some light starting to peek up over the horizon. Your sunrise about 6:53 for Tallahassee. So we're looking at clear skies. As you leave the house, you can see here on the weather stem camera over Florida State University. Very, very pleasant night, especially once you step outside and feel temperatures in the upper 60s. For late July, cannot beat it. So some unseasonably dry air has kind of filtered in. We got winds out of the northeast, and that is keeping your temperatures across the entire Big Bend pleasant outside. Below normal, 66 up in Adel, 67 in Camilla, 66 in Quincy. Down along the coast, we still do have a few spots sitting in the 70s, but really not bad for this time of the year. We're going to be seeing, unfortunately, the warm heat and eventually the humidity creep back into this forecast by the afternoon, especially over the next few days. This afternoon, expect 92, 93, low to mid 90s will kind of be the going rate for most of us this afternoon with low rain chances. Titan radar showing a dry start, so not really many concerns as you leave the house. It does feel good outside. Across the rest of the region, as an upper level ridge of high pressure is built in across the southeast, dry as a bone. This afternoon, we will be seeing a low rain chance. I got it down to 10% mainly for the folks who live south of I-10 right along the coast. Now most of this rain activity should stay offshore today, but if you do see a shower, could have a little downpour in it. Again, 10%. Banking on most of us staying dry for today. We're going to be seeing these winds eventually shift back out of the southeast overnight, which means you're going to start to tap into that Gulf moisture. Our humidity, our rain chances will all begin to climb as you shift back into a more typical summertime pattern later this week. For the tropics, we do have this area of potential development down towards the Caribbean. 10% for the next 2 days, 20% for the next 5 days. Essentially, this area of moisture, this tropical wave moving up towards the southeast, bringing us higher rain chances by the weekend. We'll keep our eyes on that. If you're heading out on the boat today, on the water should be nice. It's going to be, again, hot. Looking at these temperatures up in the 90s by the afternoon. Once you do factor in the humidity, which is a little bit lower, the heat index value should be staying around the mid to upper 90s. Winds out of the northeast today, those shift back from the south, which means humidity starts to creep back in overnight. Can probably squeeze out one more morning with temperatures down in the 60s before you get back in that kind of rinse, wash, repeat 7-day forecast. Every day, at least in terms of the temperatures, are staying very consistent. We'll have highs in the 90s, averages around 92, have those lows down in the lower 70s with the exception of tomorrow. And you see those rain chances really start to climb, especially by Thursday, Friday into the weekend as a lot of that tropical moisture returns. We're going to be seeing better coverage of the rain, and at least for today, I think that just about all of us stay dry. So not a bad day.
As long as the rain gets out of here this weekend, so I can try to finally